on the Go with Joe, and today he's building up some steam while getting ready for a big weekend event.
Joe is getting ready for the Great Oregon Steam Up, where you can see some historic vehicles in motion. He joins us live from Powerland USA in Brooks. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We are right now with Evan Burrows. He's the show manager for the Great Oregon Steam Up, which will begin this weekend right here at Powerland. Powerland is interesting. You know, it's not one museum. It's a whole campus of museums. How many different kind of museums make up, first of all, what Powerland is?
Well, we have about 14 museums.
Okay. Each one with their own theme, different vehicles, machinery.
Yep.
All sorts of stuff.
Different themes for each one of them.
Now, the Steam Up is a chance where people can actually see some of this stuff kind of like in operation, right? Tell me about what will be happening. It's the next 2 weekends.
It's the next 2 weekends. We'll have the antique cars running around, antique tractors, steam traction engines, a steam-powered sawmill. The logging museum will have high school kids demonstrating logging competition skills, choker setting, spar pole climbing, things of that nature.
All sorts of stuff that you just normally don't see. Speaking of which, this is stuff you don't normally see driving down. So this is the car museum, first of all. This is one of the 14 museums that we've been talking about. It's one of the newer ones here. So this one, we're going to take a little trip back in time. This is a 1911. This is a Model T. Mm-hmm. Okay. So first of all, where do you get all these cars that are in Powerland and in this museum?
People's barns.
Really?
Yeah, people will put something away and forget about it, and 40 years later, a grandson or some relative or somebody will find it in a barn and then bring it back to life, restore it, so people can enjoy what was antique ages ago.
Some of these run, some do not. Is that right?
That's my understanding, yes.
Okay, so 1911... That's a young whippersnapper compared to this one. Mm-hmm. This is a Caddy, a Cadillac 1909. I guess I didn't realize Cadillacs went back this far. And this would have been, I mean, this was a 4-cylinder engine, which back then I imagine was a pretty big deal.
Pretty big deal. First car in Pendleton, if I remember correctly.
Really? Okay.
In 1909.
Wow, look at that. I don't know, Daryl, if you can swing over here, you can see that 4-cylinder engine, which again, 110 years ago, well, that was a pretty big deal. There you go. So, and last but not least, I wanted to show this one. This, I believe, is the oldest vehicle that I saw here. This is 1902.
1902, yes, sir.
And this is a Kenmore. And look at this. I mean, any idea where this particular car came from? I mean,
I don't know for sure.
117 years old. That's all I know, which is, I mean, I hope I look this good when I'm 117.
Oh, man.
And what's interesting to me is, guys, if you come over here, we've got some old newspaper clippings. So these pictures right here, this is from July 17th, 1949. It is today, July 23rd, 2019. So that picture was 70 years, 6 days ago exactly, and this was in a parade where it was being touted as a historic vehicle. So 70 years ago, when Harry Truman was president, this was an antique.
This was an antique, yes.
I mean, you imagine what it is now. Now, you can see this again, and many of these vehicles will be in motion, and you'll get to see that. Speaking of which, we're going to show you more of Powerland, take you around, show you some of the different museums, some of the other cool equipment that they have here a little bit later in the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One other thing I wanted to point out, guys, the brand, that's Kenmore, right?
Kenmore.
That's the company that makes washing machines. Do you have a Whirlpool around here anywhere that you drive? Is it or no?
Haven't found a driving Whirlpool yet, but we will have Maytag washing machine motors out there. The old kickstart gasoline motor to run a Maytag.
Now, that's a segue I did not expect. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. A lot more to come your way as we get ready for the Great Oregon Steam Up in just a bit, guys. Back to you.
So neat.
Really neat. Joe, thank you.